Hey, hey, hey. How are we doing? So we're going to do a bit of Caveopolis today. Or I should say a bit more of Caveopolis. No. Just double checking, but no, I don't think so. So for Cube.js, I know there's a lot of changes happened. So I'm pretty sure they're trying to iron all that out first. Actually, I think Cube.js might be very soon. Next day or two, maybe. Quests is a weird one. Because it is, as far as I can tell, it is done. Yeah, but like last update 2 weeks ago. Which is the 26th branch. Yeah, so I think that is basically done as well. FDB Quest has been done for a long while. It's just not released. As I say, I have a working version anyway. Hey, hey, welcome, welcome. It was an absolute nightmare getting this stream to actually start today as well. I still don't have a text box to write any messages in chat, which is great. Pretty sure kick streaming isn't working either. But we're here. Yeah, OBS is imploding in a major way. So, what have we done since last time? I can't remember where we were up to. I think it was around here. Whenever the last Caveopolis stream was. Obviously, we were sidetracked with the new the new dimensional resources mod. As well as some other bits and pieces here and there. How did you get the FTV quest mod? Pure magic. So yeah, the idea is you now find the explorer. There's a light grey house that has a villager in it, which will trade you up for the depth chart. well, from the top to the yellow. And then obviously use those blocks for resources, which again we wasn't going to do, but I think it makes more sense to do it like this. And then it circles back to the normal resource generation here. And then we go through a little bit of the new summoning block stuff into skeletons, zombies, and spiders, into leather, into the book, into another structure now, which allows you to get these books, which is the kitchen. I'm not sure if it's in this world. It basically is that. And for whatever reason, the trays don't work. Which is actually weird, because they should. Unless I save the villager with an old trade set. Yeah, there you go. And then you can go through him to get... What does he give you? Oh yeah, the book and stuff for this. Which leads you into ice, which leads you into sniffy sniffers, which is another new mod. Which leads you into the suspicious stuff here, and this and this. And the second death charm. Are we unable to test without those two mods? Yes. Because there'll be absolutely nothing custom and no quests. So, and there'll be no world gen. So it'd literally just be a normal pack. Yeah, I haven't done any of the translations yet. And then that leads you to these two. And then this is basically where we're at. So instead of doing so, originally this part, obviously this has changed massively. This was gonna go iron to here, and then this part. We've added in the summoning stuff here. And then in here it was gold and silver to get Electrum to go through Ender.io, but I think that's going to be moved lower. And also thank you very much for the sub. And welcome. So yeah, that's where we're at. Obviously, we've had a couple of distract casting, which is I've not even updated it in this yet. Let's update casting. I have to say, it's actually a miracle that Caveopolis even launches. Yeah, the depth charm, so there's, I think, what did we go for? 7? Yeah, there's 7 layers. So it'll be 7 different charms. But obviously these ones don't exist, so that's why they're all on the same one at the minute. Also, isn't core just like QJS, or does it piggyback off it? What core? Isn't core just like QJS? Yeah, I have no idea what you mean. Is BBL core like QGS? No. No, not even close. BBL core is the back end of the mods. Or specifically my mods. For example, all of these tanks and stuff are completely driven by BBL core. Whoops. Yeah, it's very... BBL core doesn't do anything with recipes, really. Except give you the ability to have like world gen specific recipes. But this is not ideal. Oh, I need to update core. That'd be why. There's a lot of work gone into core the last few days as well. I've always said if I think there's a way of like an idea of a mod that I think I could actually improve, then I would do it. But I don't feel like I could do anything better than what FTB Quest is. But if there's a mod that does something better than what I could do it, we're going to always use that 100%. And thank you very much for the prime. Here you go. So this took an insane amount of time. But this is what I wanted to test. Nice. So the solidifier now stores molds. Which just makes it a little bit easier when you want to change a mold instead of having like a chest on top or a chest nearby. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think there's 20 slots. And it supports as long as they have the right tag. Yeah, it's been on the mind for a while to do something with the solidifier. But obviously in 26.1 we have shards now, so we support GeoOre. So that was another mold that we needed to add. And then we've got like the wire molds, all the other stuff, and then the ball mold now that is actually used to make experience ball and apparently sand. I have no idea why that's a recipe, but there we go. It's meant to be silicon apparently. $21 anymore. Only for bugs. If it was a mod that was used in more packs, then maybe. But the fact that we are the main people that use casting, so. And there's a few packs for using it. Like after the first 3, which were most recent updates, it's Submerged Tech, Fractured, Opolis Plus, Opolis 26, Farm Office, Contained, Skyopolis, and then there's a few more. I don't actually know how it matters, I think. But yeah, that's where we stand with probably because productive networks is, yeah. Which is fair enough. People want to use it, people can use that. But that's why I've also separated out the tools and the multi-block side of it. So the multi-blocks are separate now, and the tools is completely separate. Because if you want to use just base casting, and I think there will be places where we just use base casting without the multi-blocks and without the tools. As well as Apotheosis and stuff like that. Plus, I like casting as well. Yeah, casting tools and the multi-block stuff is separate. Because again, the multi-block stuff is a bit more in-depth. For some packs, we're probably not going to need it. But for others, we might. But they all have integration with Guide Me anyway now. Like proper documentation in-game. Hey man, I'm playing Caveopolis 3 right now and having fun. Thanks for playing it. Means a lot. So, how do we want to do this? I feel like it makes sense to have a farmer villager, maybe. Also, we need to add compat for the mystical seeds with the cloche. We've got a lot to do. Also, a good thing coming, if we get Cube.js soon, Opus 26 is going to be getting a absolutely massive update. Put it in perspective. The last version of Opus 26 came out the 5th of May. And that was version 0.03. Current version is 0.010. And features a hell of a lot of stuff. Actual custom recipes and stuff. But play Caveopolis 1. I'll probably be it for FTV quests. Yeah, maybe. So if I recall, seeds are made with the pedestals, right? Fusion crafting, yeah. And obviously you need the base seed. And then do fusion work with gold, which is why. This is why we're doing gold here as well. So definitely you need both of them. I think we'll do it that way. Okay. The word is after water can be removed. Very, very true. This could be amazing how many people enjoyed Caveopolis, but it was like one of the most underperforming packs I think I've ever done. Oh no, actually it has 145,000 downloads. That's pretty good. mean, that looks horrible. Actually, we need to update this as well. Yeah, don't even have routers installed. According to CurseWorld, anyway. Never created a mod pack. Same. I also mod hop. What is hop? Don't know if I have ever heard of hop. Oh, I see, I see. Hop from one pack to another. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, if it's any consolation, I work on multiple packs at the same time. So, I get that. Stock filter upgrade. And this is another thing people wanted. Yeah, I'd say I personally couldn't really see a point of it, but it does kind of make sense. It's good to see that it's working. I think what we do we need to do that? Probably not. Help if I connect it. So yeah, you can automate this quite nicely. I guess you could even use You could even use auto crafting, couldn't you? If you had like a whatever it's called. Is it crafter? I can't remember. Auto crafter from refined storage. And then you could just send to a chest. And then it would send to the pedestals. But it's nice to know that works. So this is where it becomes tricky because I'm not sure where we're going from here. Obviously, there's quite a lot we can do in Mystical. I probably want to ban a lot of seeds in Mystical as well. I suppose the infusion crystal is probably a good one. I love Mystical. But there's actually quite a lot of ways of getting stuff in this. You've got Strainers, you've got Mystical, you've got Sniffy Sniffers. Which actually doesn't do a lot. And it's a hard one. Because we've got that dimensional resource mod. I just don't know if it fits this. Plus, I'm not sure how you'd even target a planet because you can't see them. Unless we did a dimension. Oh yeah, Geo Wars. We've got Geo Wars. My idea is that I think we want each of like the reasons. So like Strainers, you can kind of get everything, but you can't get a lot of everything. If that makes sense. And then Geo Wars, I kind of want to focus on like gems, like amethyst, topaz, stuff like that. And then maybe Mystical does ores. Something along those lines. I mean, this is the first thing we're going to need, which means we're going to need prosperity shards. I think it's time to build a farm. Because I want to get these from villagers. So this is in... We need to re-export. That should fix villager. Let's do this in Explorer. Okay, so that should be fixed. The only thing I have issues with mystical agriculture, there usually isn't a way to get prosperity shards in the regular world. Well, no ore spawn in the world anyway. I'd say I think for this we'll just use villager trades. By that I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying, yeah. But the world that we have is no ores anyway. So everything comes from certain ways. As I say, we're using village trades for some of it, but we do have easy villagers, which I believe makes it possible to auto trade. And all the trade will show in JEI as well, so. Yeah, like you're getting that recipe. Glad to get back to an office Modpack to experience a great one. Good luck. And never lets us have nice things. It's true. I'll tell you now, majority of our mod packs are bent mod packs. Thank you, that does mean a lot. I really do appreciate it. Oh, something like that. I've been waiting for this one, but do FTP because the life's going to have to wait for that one. Even if we had FTP quests and QPS out, as I said on the tested channel, I still haven't decided how I'm. I cleared out a vast majority of mod packs on not pens. It was a crate. I try to break one pin, break 10 others. Yeah. What fence? I think plank fence probably fine. Doesn't CurseForge had a way to release an alpha for certain users? No. It has a way to make a pack and only viewable by people that have a link, but that doesn't exactly make it like safe in terms of it getting out to the public. The only reason is because I have me. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm pretty sure I have more packs installed that aren't mine. The only pack I have installed that's mine is Submerged 2. But then again, I have played all my packs, so... you could just do it the way we're doing it. Yes, and do it that way as well. But given the amount of scams about at the minute where people are actually losing their accounts due to like a mod being installed as part of a mod pack, because it's not, if you do it the way currently the way we do it, it's just a link to all of the mods that we're using, plus any ones that aren't on CurseForge yet. I usually pack in with the files, which is a security risk now. Granted, I don't intend to distribute dangerous. I also don't want to be responsible for something. And seeing as CurseForge has a way of doing packs like that, the only downside of releasing on a pack like that is that we can't have any alpha builds of any mods that aren't on CurseForge. Which means it's really hard to test certain things. But we'll think of something. I mean, obviously in an ideal world, we'll probably like to stick the way it was already doing it. After CurseForge big virus thing, we stopped. Yeah, I get that. But just the heads up, whatever launch you used after that still used the same backend, right? So it wouldn't make a difference either way. I don't use CurseForge because their resource is resource hop. I mean, if, like, to be fair, I don't use the what is it called? The standalone one. Pretty sure the standalone one doesn't have any Overwolf stuff, I don't think. Unfortunately, you're always going to get bad actors, right? So, as much as you can try and defend stuff, like at the minute when it was at the latest scam with like people sending a Modpack zip, come and install this Modpack, see if you like it, and then you do it, and then CurseForge will warn you about it. People still just carry on. So you're always going to get people that act in bad faith. I use Prism, which can install CurseForge packs much faster. Yeah, I use CurseForge, to be fair. I don't... So, I do use it still for some mod packs for exporting. But I actually do have my own custom-built CurseForge export thing. Because Submerge 2, for example, takes literally about 8 minutes to generate the files I need to export, to upload to CurseForge. It does. So the custom one I'm currently using for everything past Fractured. Yeah, you just got to be careful with what you install, I guess. Yeah. I thought you needed inferior farmland needed water. I don't think it does. It might. That doesn't make a difference by the looks of it. All green colours, but they're all different shades of green. Yeah, it might change colour, to be fair. Maybe we could put water in. Not too fast. Yeah, it goes that sort of colour. I think we could actually probably just do that. There was a case where a dev left some testing code in by mistake, and instead of being in contact directly to let them know, some YouTube exposed them. Yeah, I suppose that's the risk of doing it, though, I guess. It's a hard one. Like, there's always... It doesn't matter if there's anything like that, there's always going to be bad actors that will try and do something. And the fact that you can install mod packs with a zip file is amazing. Like, it's really good that you don't need to actually have it online, especially if you're doing with what we do for local testing of like development packs, or if you just want a pack to play with your friends. The zip code stuff's really good, but it leaves like a massive hole for exploiting. As I say, like if I created a zip right now, I could throw in a mod. It's not on CurseForge. If you install that zip, it will tell you that it's not on CurseForge. But if you ignore it, then it's going to be on your computer, and that mod could run scan, whatever, some sort of scan when the game launches. But there are some apps. Are you chunk aligning the structures? Not now, no. This is bigger than a chunk anyway. Yeah, it's probably 2 chunks. There's no need for them to be aligned or anything. Purpose to get the villager that's inside. Actually, we do need some lights in there. Could be an invisible lights angle, I think. That should be fine. Is there any other vanilla crop? Apart from these, don't use them. I guess we'll just do some more wheat. Do we want chests? I guess we could do a couple of chests. We need command. Caveopolis chest, light grey house. And this would be empty here. And then we can just throw a couple of these in here. I wonder if we can actually do it the card one. I don't know if that worked. Maybe it worked. We'll just do a couple. Okay, so that technically is the structure done. So if we duplicate this, I started Caveopolis last week. Enjoyed it so far. Good. Contained was a funny one because that was redone about 3 times. The original idea of contained went out the window. Right, let's close all that. Need the structure set, which is farm. Then we need the structure, which is farm again. We'll just wing a number. We'll try 120. And then we need the noise settings. No, biome. No. There's 3 files, but what is the last one? Template pool. Which again is just fun. So technically now, should be able to go into a new chunk. Hopefully see the farm. Well, there's the kitchen. Is it spawned in the kitchen instead of a farm? Is it spawned in this? Might be the city. It's not spawning, is it? Unless I didn't save the structure. No, it's definitely there. It said Y26. Yeah, right. Still not here though. Definitely, definitely right. Want to join our SMP? It's an economy SMP and has keep inventory, no grief, and I'm sure you'll like it. I will pass, thank you. No. Let's try and spawn it here. Wait, did they get banned? Oh, Echo banned them. Fair enough. Right, this is definitely not working. Let's try and export it again. We'll do a restart. Just in case it's been a bit funny. Something tells me this probably won't work though, again. Yeah, it's a good menu. All of the 26 packs have menus now. The Optus Plus one's really good. Yeah, there it is. So it's probably a little bit too high because it's still showing the yellow. So if we drop it by 20. Is that where you just log in and it goes straight to the world? Oh my god. I don't know what we've done here, but we've caused some massive lag. Oh, we need to change the we need to change the randomness as well, actually. Oh, this is too deep now. This is like a Goldilocks. This should be perfect. No, while you are loading in, it shows you an image before you left the game. I don't think I've ever seen that. Also, apparently it's open in FTP chunks that causes whatever this lag is. Yeah, so now the structures shouldn't be stacked on top of each other. Yeah, that is pretty bang on, actually. So now we need to do... one of them. And then this is 189, which I don't think is right. 190, yeah. What's going to be in the chests? Probably just random seeds and stuff. Which we can do now. So we called it... What did we call it? Caveopolis loot table chests. Let me just add whatever we want to add here. So do some wheat seeds. Pumpkin. Pumpkin, melon. What is my mod called? Fair enough. I don't think they're ever going to fix that. I think it's utilities. Sapling barrel, we could do keep the seed bag, sapling bag as well. Any other ideas for chest loot in here? I'll give you a spoiler, we're not doing enchanted netherite armor. A hoe would probably work. We'll get some essence. I think essence would be good. And then we could do... You're no fun. Never lets us have anything nice. Got a couple more we need to fill. We could probably do could do some purified dirt, I guess. And then we could do some inferior seeds, maybe. Make them rare though. Let's see if that crashes. Minecraft loot Caveopolis chest farm does not exist, or could not be loaded. Could not pass file Caveopolis chests farm. Unknown resource key. In Minecraft item. Strainer's purified dirt 8. Where on earth did I put an 8? Oh, it's right there. Well, that would definitely do it. Still doesn't work. Oh, a sapling grow. It's not called that, right? Utility. Oh, I called it utilities. Mental that the two spelling mistakes are the two mods I make. Did I seriously give the wrong loop? I don't think I did. Oh, there is still meshes in it. That's fine, we can give an iron mesh. So yeah, the chests will have seeds and some blocks and a mesh. You should always get a mesh. Fortune 1 mesh. Efficiency 1. Efficiency 5. Efficiency 3. It likes efficiency. Fortune 2. Is this a structure or a Ben build? This is a structure. It's a Ben build, but it is a structure. Oh no, they spawn in world. These all spawn in different layers. That's the idea. With a villager in them that you can trade with. And obviously we just need to set up the trades. I think what we could do as well is we could freeze the world. I think we probably want to do that. Yeah, you could definitely collect them. That's why I wanted to do it through this route of trading, where I'm actually physically changing the default recipes or default trades. Look at that, he's frozen in a state of hurt. No crimes here. So the farm is going to have the prosperity shards. So if we open Cube.js, again, this is easier to do in Explorer. And this is the farmer. Copy all them. Then we go data, Caveopolis, villager traits, farmer. And then we can do some trading. That's in theory. What else would a farmer want? Bone meal. Now FTB Quest is tournaments. They have a release put out today for Neo for Toronto 21.1. Maybe they just made a mistake. Maybe it's the wrong version. Fixed colored texts in quest subtitles not showing in the quest view panel. Command rules now support substitution in the execution command. I don't know what that is. File names for new chapters are now named after the chapter title as intended. Pre-existing chapter files may be named after the hex chapter ID. That feels fine as well. Hopefully shouldn't be any issues there then. Okay, so the tier 2 trade will have to be prosperity. I think we'll make it cost 8. And then something else. Could do bone blocks as well, I guess. So 6 gives 1, 12, 18 gives 3. So a block gives 3. And then in the farmer here, this becomes that for level 1. Level 2 becomes bone block and prosperity shards. Is it shard or shards? And I will keep these same for the minute. That should be fine. Also, I've gone into the wrong world. You say that, I'm pretty sure it's called Prismarine Shards. So. Inferium Essence. Cannot find Caveopolis Farmer 1 Inferium Essence. That's because it's just called Inferium. Oh no, it is called Shard. That's called Crystals. Hey, you might be right to be fair then. But at least that worked. So you win. You do it. At least you've won one thing, I guess. Okay, so that worked. That's giving way too much essence. Drop you down. It's the little victories that count. Exactly. And then there's the shard. So if we do that, then we can do that, yeah. And you could technically you could automate this. Yeah, that works. I mean, this is expensive. This technically doesn't need to be here either, so this could be basically. Then this is just that, which again we probably want to change to use the torchflower seeds. Is it specifically wheat seeds? It is. And then that should be fine. Why didn't that work? Guessing that's not the recipe. There we go, perfect. It's good to see that the modifier stuff still works as well. It's like actually showing modded stuff, which is good. Question is, no, I think it's fine. And then we need like the first seed. Had about 30 letters delivered. So what is the first one? Oh, it's all like the elemental stuff, right? Do we even have lava yet? Pretty sure lava's late. Yeah, lava's late. So this whole bit here could change. Air, water, earth, fire. There's quite a few actually. Nature. Dye, nether, coral, honey, prismarine, end. So the first one, that's definitely doable. This might not be doable. This should be fine. And then lava. So I guess we've got a couple of options. We can either change all these recipes, which are probably, if we minimum, would change the recipes. Or I don't know actually, because we probably do want all the elemental stuff. Because we can do stuff like this then. Unless we make these with the pedestal. Yeah, maybe we make them with the pedestal, maybe. I think we'll call it there for today. Yeah, we'll call it there for today. But yeah, as you can see, every day we are getting. So this will probably do more mystical into the altar, into probably the next depth thing and the next mesh. And then we can probably look at Ender IO. And then that's probably about it for the main quest. And then it would just be bulking them out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll be back again tomorrow. But we will see. Yeah, thanks so much everyone, and I'll see you next time. See ya!